Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. We're playing you guys probably know Friends of the franchise mode. In the college. Oh, let's go. So, I don't know if you guys can hear me that well, but this is I think this is a final championship round. Oh crap, we gotta go quick. This might be the final championship round, or it's, if one of us win this round, this game, we go to finals, or I think this is a final. That's what I think. I think this might be. So here we go. We are Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, we're against the. I'm not sure what team that is. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I forgot to get the first clip of my touchdown. I wasn't really thinking of doing a stream, but I think this is the final, so we're just gonna do it. Like the Super Bowl, but pretty different. Wait, I thought this team looks good. We played, we played Florida. We played Florida. We beat them 50. It was 50 or 49. I had 50, and they had 14. Yeah. Crushed them big. So now all that matters is to crush them one more. No. We're gonna crush this team. And yeah, it's not 15 minutes every quarter. Ooh. It's 5 minutes. Better. Wait, I wanna see something. No, you can't.
Still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do.
Oh, it's 4th down. Okay, we better go get here.
Keep you on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Oh! It was a fumble, man. Let's go.
So they tried it, not only did
they try this play.
They fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say,
get that. Nice. That was pretty easy. Should we go for 2? We're going to go for 2 points, I think. Yeah, we're going to go with 2 points. Ready, guys? It's 2 points. Let's do this.
Two first quarter touchdown
Get that.
Passes.
No, I meant to hit circle.
Get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been
it's fine, we got 13.
On a 2-point conversion, but still,
13's good.
As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And
that was the best kick.
Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
They're gonna kneel it. That's what they do every time.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. On the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Following the penalty, here's Jones.
It's cold.
A yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Washington, 3rd and short. And he's able to get the
Is it Washington, guys?
at the 36. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, Flynn over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
Let's go.
Get it to War, intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
I should have around him.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these
Here we go. Be ready. Say hey.
They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play.
Here we go.
It's time to get moving.
Play 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue 80s. Blue 80s. 242, 288, 96, 66, 698, 88. Blue 80. Ready? Blue 80. I said, say blue 80. Say
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Blue 80. Blue 80. I said blue 80. Says hey. Let's go, boy.
Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Going after it right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Sorry, I'm just watching something, so I'm not gonna do it. This is a final round. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay.
And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback at their own 25-yard line. The SC offense about set to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn. Little underneath ball to Clay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Fighting through it, he's got space.
OMG.
He goes. And he will take this in from Miami.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Bro, this no, yeah, let's go.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 27. Trojans nothing.
No, damn it.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Charles. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. So 3rd and 9 looming. And we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 6-yard line.
And man open down the middle of the field. And they can't bring him down. And now off to the races down the right
Let's go, boys. 33-0, dude. We're gonna go 2 points anyways. Just I don't care anymore. I feel like we're just gonna win.
It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Damn. The time runs so slow. It's only second.
About set to
Like,
take over here.
I thought it was third,
They had it.
man.
What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Charles. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he locates Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flag. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Are you kidding?
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
It's caught by Jackson.
Let's go back!
Definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. They were looking for a
Let's
cushion
go,
for
boy.
that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Okay, hike.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. That is caught. Touchdown Miami. 11-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. At the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. All Hurricanes in the first half. They are rolling under their new QB.
Trojans, nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. They came out. The locker trailing, not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Operating from the gun. Flynn going deep for Walker. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Denny Jackson, 57 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't know what else to say. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Charles. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Taken down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running plan 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Hurricanes, barring a late collapse, looking more and more like they're going to be playing for a national championship next week as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Do you want to play?
Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Yes.
You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Or no.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Flynn. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3rd and 5.
Killer theft.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter?
This is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. And even 40 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And a short kick taken to the... And a loose football. Still going past the 30. It's going the other way.
By the Hurricanes.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things that he did all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say that...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. Okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back diamond play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. They
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Pokey. LP. Pop.
Throwing on first down. Flynn. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, but it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. Even though this one feels like a lost cause.
BJ Shafifipladef. Cove. Skipping some comments. H.B. H of job. Gogma. DBJ.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard.
Skipping some comments. L.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could
Skipping some comments.
good recognition defensively to snuff that one
L.
out. And this offense on third down today,
Skipping some
they've converted
comments.
5 times in their many chances thus far.
L.
This will be third
L.
and 6.
L. L.
From the gun.
L.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet.
Skipping some comments.
Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to
Skipping
start
some
matching each other's
comments.
movements.
L.
Back out there for their next
Skipping
offensive
some
drive.
comments.
The Hurricanes get set.
L. L.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
L.
And no fit that
L.
football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
L. L.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. He's got daylight. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see
that. Oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Conversion is no good on the big extra point.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. On first down, Flynn. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Flynn. And his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Flynn. And that is incomplete.
Flynn's pass forced to the
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 57 yards. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. It wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you upset. That dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. I waited my whole life for one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. You're the guy who's gonna lead this team to victory. Or are you gonna be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Miami quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. We'll keep you updated as we receive more information.
23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Young. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good. 4.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
To throw on 2nd down. Wade firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Wade in the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Young, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. For Michigan State, now this is a football program that has been knocking on the door. They've been on this stage. Remember, they were in the college football playoff back in 2016, couldn't get it done. But the last time they did get it done, the last national championship for the Spartans back in 1966, they would love to get another one here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the lead. Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he had shown a preference for the quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown.
Michael Schottenheimer.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Hurricanes have taken the lead. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly.
The Spartans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Wade. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Michigan State punter out there now. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Michigan State punt team comes on as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping it for a minimal gain.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that's now 3 straight completions for him. And Charles really looks like he's starting to fall into a groove back there.
Yeah, and as you and I were taught as youngsters, if you get to 3 in a row in anything, They call that a winning streak. And you know he's starting to settle down, settle into this game. I think his focus is now on the game, partner, and not on the moment.
And the moment, look, it has to be big for any quarterback, especially for him. This is a game that, Charles, he didn't necessarily envision himself starting in.
Well, he should have. Any good player does, but I know exactly what you're saying. He thought, hey, this might not be my game anyway, but now that it is, he's got to focus on what's ahead of him. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the third touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. Third touchdown in the second half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
For number 11.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wayne, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Yeah, we dominate today.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wade. Short one here, complete to Dixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was a nice throw out there to the foot. Wow, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wade. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And long.
Operating from the gun, Wade. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now in desperation, this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Being chased out left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. 2nd and 10. Wade to throw it again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 22. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Wade. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wade. Simpson reels it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's good for another Spartans first down.
Well, they changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter.
How could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby!
Was he eavesdropping?
Always.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I going to play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were going to play together. The next question was, did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Shut up! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Hut, hut. Let's go now! Bravo! Ready, ready! Go!
We might be in for a long season.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played.
Well, no doubt the best college game this Saturday is here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the USC Trojans.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.